Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another film review. Tonight we're looking at a Gothic horror film and it's Tim Burton's version of Sleepy Hollow, the 4K edition, starring Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci, and an amazing array of cast of British actors and actresses, including the legendary Christopher Lee. Now this is based on the classic story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which I remember when I was a young lad hearing this story. And it's a really cool version of the actual classic story, as Johnny Depp plays the Inspector Crane, and he is an inspector who lives in the town, and he's like been investigating sort of murders and stuff around the sort of town. But meanwhile, before we meet Johnny Depp, we go to Sleepy Hollow, where we see some grisly crimes happening, with a stagecoach and a man in the stagecoach, and they're being attacked by the infamous Headless Horseman, and he's cuts off the head off the guy driving the stagecoach, and obviously the guy that's inside. And it's very set in a very sort of Halloweeny sort of style, with this pumpkin kind of style, sort of jack-o'-lantern in the field on like a scarecrow, and it's a very sort of dark and mysterious and sort of very colour, but very sort of a drawn colour as well, almost black and white at some stages. Anyway, Christopher Lee plays the judge in the town, and he sends our inspector off to Sleepy Hollow to investigate these grisly murders that are happening. And so when he arrives, he meets the young girl Christina and her jealous boyfriend and her family at this party, and we see so many famous English actors and actresses in this one room, and they're all pleased to see him arrive, apart from the boyfriend of the girl. They're all pleased to see him arrive with his box of tricks, and he's come there to sort of try and investigate to see what's causing this legend, the Headless Horseman, of it's fake, and all sorts of strange things happen while he's there. There are more murders happen. The judge gets murdered and others get murdered, and then the boyfriend of the girl plays a trick on him where they dress up as the Headless Horseman and chase him, but he seems to have sussed that out, and he does all these investigations with his weird sort of inventions that he's got for his investigation, these special sort of glasses he wears, and he sort of fathoms out all these sort of clues. And although he's a detective, he's very scared a lot of the time of any sort of blood, gore, or anything. He's very scared. But he's there to investigate. So is he going to find this out? Is he going to suss out about this killer? Is there a real Headless Horseman, or is it somebody just trying to scare the locals, or whatever it is? But you need to watch it and find out. What do I think of Sleepy Hollow? It's incredible. It's an amazing film. It's great fun. It's got that very Tim Burton feel, so it's got almost a sort of Halloweeny, Christmassy kind of feel to it, by its lavishly shot Gothic style. Everything is has been thought about. Every costume, every bit of furniture, even the walls in the buildings. So sorry. And the sort of like look of the town and the outside of the town and the forest and the mist. It's all cleverly and carefully planned, and it all works as an absolute treat. And this film is an absolute treat for the eyes. It really is visually stunning. It is one of the best looking horror films. So for the visuals on this 4K, it's a 10 out of 10, 100%. I like Tim Burton's take on the story. It's really cool. He's captured the story really well. And Johnny Depp is absolutely fantastic as Ichabod Crane. He plays it so well, really cool. And I like the rest of the cast. There's a little bit of dark humour going on in the film, so it's got some dark humour, but it's got some really scary moments, and it's got some violent moments. It's quite a violent film. I mean, it's 15, but to me it should be an 18. It's quite a violent film. There's lots of sort of beheadings and all this sort of thing going on in the film. The costumes are absolutely wonderful, absolutely amazing, and the actual lighting of the film is fantastic. The way the film's shot, it's almost like they've shot it in black and white and added colour into it. It kind of looks like that. It's got a very dark, distressed, sort of Gothic feel to it throughout the whole film, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's really well acted, great cast, like I've told you before. Christopher Lee makes a great cameo as the judge. He looks fantastic in the film. Johnny Depp looks, he holds the audience and the screen when he's on it, because he's just got that sort of mannerism about him, hasn't he, when he's in films. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and the story's a classic story, and it's been retold really, really well. So I'm going to score Sleepy Hollow, this edition, essential, and give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 film, guys. It's really, really cool. Yes, it's a simple story. It's a well-known story. It's a retelling of a classic sort of horror story, just like your Frankensteins and all that, the retellings of stories. And this is fantastic. It's probably the best version of Sleepy Hollow out there. To be honest, there is other versions of the films. There's even a Disney cartoon of it, which was the very first one I saw. But it's really, really cool, really great film. And it's one of Johnny Depp's best sort of roles in horror film. He's been in a number of horror films, and this is probably in one of the top 3 of his best roles that he's played. It's really, really cool. And it makes you smile because of the gorgeous look at the film, and it makes you jump when it needs to. It's got some great sort of, say, some violence in it, and the characters are so individual that you like them all, and you know, they're all played so well. Amazing. Sleepy Hollow 4K, 10 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know what you think of the film down below. It's a classic film. I mean, he did the other, the Sweeney Todd one as well, didn't he? Which was another fantastic film. And that was more like a musical comedy. But again, that was very, very bloody and gory. I believe I've done a video on my channel called Johnny Depp in Horror. I'm not quite sure. You need to have a look through to make sure if I have or not. But it's worth checking out. Really cool film, guys. Till my next video, check out some other horror channels for me. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Designs, Pizzlewell, I'm the Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, and a massive shout out to the lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.